little village on the southwest side of Chicago, known as the Mexico of the Midwest. It has a long history of being a welcoming, vibrant immigrant community. The majority of the 70,000 plus residents here have Mexican heritage. But concern is growing. The spotlight is once again on illegal immigration and an increased focus on deporting illegal immigrants. And residents here are concerned they will be targeted by ICE, the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
Metimos al abrir la puerta. Vi a mi hijo lleno de tubos y todo. Yo no pude con eso. ¿Qué te pasó, mi hijo? ¿Qué te pasó? Me duele mucho hablar de esto.
In the early hours of March 11th, 2023, Alexis Ticas, who was 19 at the time, went to pick up friends from a nightclub. While waiting outside in his car, a fight broke out nearby. Someone fired a gun. A stray bullet hit Alexis. Carmen and Mario are his parents.
23, él recibió una bala perdida en la cabeza. Entonces desde ahí pues le hicieron una cirugía, hemos batallado mucho. Como nos hablaron que a él lo querían desconectar y nosotros no lo permitimos porque pues no estaba bien, ¿verdad? Porque muchas veces nos insistieron y nosotros dijimos que no, que siguieran luchando, que hicieran lo que estaba en sus manos ellos.
Estamos cuidándolo 24 horas casi y pues es pesado para nosotros pues aquí, que nos tenemos que parar a la hora que sea a verlo, a chequearlo. Cada 2 o 3 horas le cambiamos pañal.
On top of the medical bills, the family now face a further concern. Although Alexis was born in the United States, Carmen and Mario were not. They have lived in the US for more than 20 years, but they are concerned of a potential ICE raid and deportation back to Mexico.
Pues como saben, no tenemos papeles. Estamos aquí pues indocumentados. Y tenemos miedo de que algún día nos pare la policía o la de migración y sin papeles pues nos van a mandar para México.
Pues es un miedo, como le dijera, como yo más me pongo a pensar cuando salgo, digo, mi hijo, Dios, quiero regresar. Es un miedo hasta agarrar el carro, manejar, porque no sabemos qué pueda pasar, pero pues uno tiene que hacer las cosas, arrimar las cosas para la casa, o sea, tenemos que ir a la tienda a la fuerza, no podemos quedarnos todos.
Sí, y preocupación es esa, que vengan aquí a tocarme la puerta y que estemos aquí, y porque ellos se meten a la fuerza, si vienen buscando a alguien. Mi preocupación es esa, que mi hijo aquí se va a quedar solito y no va a haber quien lo cuide, no va a haber nadie.
¿Qué va a pasar? Ese es mi miedo. La chiquita, sea como sea, yo me la llevo. Pero mi hijo, así, necesito cama, todo, máquinas, vive sobre esas máquinas, entonces, ¿qué va a pasar? No es fácil todo esto.
Pero sí me da mucho miedo que nos lleguen a agarrar. En migración, que haya una redada o yendo de aquí al trabajo, uno no sabe si uno pueda regresar. aquí a la casa otra vez.
A few miles away, a protest takes place in Pilsen, another predominantly Hispanic Chicago neighborhood. Chicago is a so-called sanctuary city, which means city authorities and the police will not cooperate or share information with US immigration. An ordinance forbids city agencies and employees from helping ICE and prevents agents from accessing detainees. But in January, highly publicized immigration raids began in the city, although that activity in Chicago, at least for now, has calmed. Although officials say the operations are targeting criminals, the inclusion of non-violent, undocumented immigrants in the raids has further fueled anxiety. One of the new directives will allow federal authorities permission to target sensitive areas, such as schools and churches.
This side we have clothes for children, for males, for females and teenagers, but we had to stop our production here, or our closet, because of the immigration raids. We were afraid that people will come get clothes and the immigration agents could be outside waiting for them.
Baltazar Enriquez is president of the Little Village Council.
There's people that have been here for 20, 30 years, paying taxes, making not only a life here, but planting the roots here. And now their children are born here, U.S. citizens, and it's like having a tree for 30 years and just ripping it out. And that's what we're fighting. The point here is education, asking or educating the community about their rights, making sure that they don't auto-deport themselves when the immigration agency says to the individual, "You want to go home? Sign here." And when they sign here, they're auto-deporting themselves. So we're telling them, don't sign anything. And we're protecting the innocent, the children, and the vulnerable.
Enriquez is also concerned about the impact that the news around the immigration raids is having on businesses in the area. Many undocumented migrants have lived in the US for decades, paying taxes and opening businesses.
Unos chilaquiles candiles, no crema.
Jose Lopez is the owner of Los Candiles, a Mexican restaurant in Little Village.
We feel like our employees, I mean, us as well, I mean, we feel threatened, you know, they're scared. We're scared, you know, you don't know if you're coming back, if you're leaving home to work and you're gonna make it back, you know? That's a fear. I mean, our business hasn't been as busy, so I'm seeing a little more of carry-out orders taken in place. I feel for the people. That's, at the end of the day, I feel for the people. It's not fair and it's not right for them to, you know, not knowing if they're gonna make it home. You know, you don't know. You're gonna go to work or you're gonna go out to eat, pick up your kids from school, and if you come across that situation, you don't know if you're gonna make it back. That to me is a big concern.
It's a similar story at the Discount Mall, an indoor market in Little Village.
Sí, me da miedo perder mi negocio porque a mí me gusta trabajar, pero como está esto, pues, porque para estar pagando sin vender no me conviene. Y es para todos, o sea, todos los negocios estamos igual. No, ha habido veces que nos vemos en ceros porque no vendemos, pero venimos al otro día con la esperanza de vender algo. La gente, yo creo, tiene miedo de salir, o a todos nos está afectando porque no vienen a comprar.
The community is on high alert for the possibility of ICE raids. Against that backdrop, the City of Chicago launched a Know Your Rights public awareness campaign. Arise Chicago is a non-profit organization that partners with workers and faith communities to fight workplace injustice. A key element of their work is telling residents that they don't have to open the door to their home if an immigration officer appears without a signed warrant with the person's name and address on it.
Why it's so important for us to have workers organized. And the more they know how to protect themselves and their families, if there was to be a situation, they'll be ready. The most important thing that workers know is that they have a right to remain silent. They have a right to ask for an attorney. But the key here is to be organized at work with their coworkers and with their employers, and to be organized at home with their families and their kids, and be prepared for if they were to experience ICE coming to either their work or the community or their homes.
A RISE worker, Yesenia, has a visa to stay in the US, but she has family members and friends who do not.
Mis tarjetas, llevo un bunch, mi chamarra, ahorita que hay frío, lo llevo en mis bolsas. Y cuando me pongo a platicar con mis amigos o en la tienda, me preguntan acerca del tema. Yo les digo, lo primero es no hables. No hables, les entrego la tarjeta. Les explico que lo más importante es quedarse callado porque es un derecho civil que tenemos. No importa lo que se hace, inclusive los ciudadanos.
MIJOS is a non-profit organization that helps connect community members with services such as health and legal support. They decided to help by delivering groceries to residents too frightened to leave their homes.
Vamos a hacer esta iniciativa, empezamos a llevar despensas porque hay gente que pues desafortunadamente el pánico de ser deportadas o las paraliza. Entonces tienen mucho miedo, mucho temor, hay mucha crisis de nervios, ansiedad. O sea, la gente está enferma mentalmente porque no pueden salir de sus casas, porque si ven un operativo que está llevando a cabo, pues les da miedo, porque ya llevan 10, 20, 30 años aquí viviendo.
Tia Haywood is the chief legal officer at MIJOS. She says the deportation process can be quick.
First and foremost is the location. Where is my family member? Because ICE is not making phone calls to family members saying, hey, we have your family member. They're picking them up once they identify them and they're arresting them on the spot. Once we then locate you, now I can tell the family they're in ICE custody. And the next question is whether or not you're here for more or less than 2 years is going to dictate whether or not they expeditedly deport you, meaning you won't even have an opportunity to go before a judge, though, or you'll go before a judge, it'll be a telephonic appearance, and then the judge will determine that you're here illegally, make certain findings, and then sign an order and you're out. And I've seen people deported about 72 hours at max, like right after getting that judge court order, they were out. If that judge opts to deport you, I've had clients deported and then they arrive in their country, and it's very unfortunate. It does take a human toll, but I have had clients where they've disappeared, and I have clients where have been confirmed deceased, murdered.
Little Village community leaders say they are happy to work with the authorities and help track down criminals or key persons of interest. But following the publicity of the ICE raids, this is a community that remains on edge. But here, there is unity too.
We're seeing a vibrant community organizing, and they're organizing across communities, not just in the Latino community, because immigration is not just a Latino issue, and our communities are strong.
Less hate. I mean, if I could have the power of something, is less hate. We all have a place in work, so there's work for everybody. You know, the sun shines for everybody.
Quiero que paren las reportaciones y todo eso. El día de mañana quiero que ese es mi gran deseo para cuidar aquí a nuestro hijo.
We're ready if it gets to be more of ICE agents walking in our neighborhood, if ICE agents are out there harassing people. We're ready to file lawsuits. We're ready to file complaints. We're ready to stop them from taking anyone. They want to terrorize our neighborhood. They want to put fear in our neighborhood, and they want to show that they're the boss here. And in reality, no, the community is the boss. They decide what goes in our neighborhood.